Alright guys, welcome and welcome back. Guys, we got our pork tenderloin, right? And it's already been marinated for us, right? Roasted garlic and cracked black pepper. So we got some mushrooms, we got asparagus, guys, we're gonna make a nice sauce with this, right? And guys, yep, you see this here? Canned potatoes. I'm taking the shortcut of shortcuts. And I'll show you guys what I'm gonna do with this. And yeah, we'll be right back after I get everything all chopped up. Alright guys, so we got everything chopped up, right? We chopped up the onions like this, right? And they're sliced fairly thin, right? We got our garlic sliced, not chopped, right? We got our mushrooms. We bought them already pre-sliced. We got our asparagus. So we're gonna start on our asparagus first, okay? All right guys, so we're gonna go in with just a little bit of avocado oil, right? We already got a little bit in there. Then I'm gonna go in with some butter. Guys, this is the only thing I got. It's this big stick of butter here, right? Then we're gonna drop our asparagus in there. Then we're gonna give them a spin in that butter and we're gonna give them a spin in the butter and avocado oil. Guys, I don't like my asparagus too mushy, so asparagus too mushy, right? So this is all we're gonna do. And then we're gonna hit it with some Mrs. Dash, right? And guys, since I'm gonna be reusing this pot, because I don't wanna make up a whole bunch of different pots, I'm gonna go ahead and spin this around. And I'll let this sit for a minute or two. I'm just grabbing any top and I'm putting the top on this. And I'll let this cook for just maybe 3 or 4 minutes and I'll bring you guys right back. All right guys, so it's been about 2 minutes, 3 minutes or so. Let me just give this a spin. All right, I'm gonna take it out of this pan here, guys. And this is gonna get a top. And I'm gonna put it on the keep warm setting in the oven. All right guys, so we're gonna move on to our potatoes. I just took the potatoes out of the can. You know, they were wet, they were sitting in water. So I'm just gonna dry them off the best I can. Right, because we don't wanna put wet potatoes in the pan, right? All right, so I'm just gonna season these potatoes with a little bit of salt, right? And just a little bit of smoked paprika. You'll flip them over and do the same thing on the other side. All right, guys, and just to show you, right, these potatoes are already cooked. So I'm just gonna take this one, look, and I'm just able to stick this toothpick right straight through, right? Toothpick went right in and right out, right? So these are already cooked, so we just need to put color on them. All right, so I'm going in our pan here with a little bit of avocado oil, right? Just to raise the point of our butter, the burn point of our butter, right? You can put as much butter as you want. I'm putting quite a bit. I didn't really want the butter to burn like that, but oh well. We're going with our potatoes. Turn our pan down just a little bit. Hey guys, we're just gonna try and brown these up a little bit. Put a little color on them. All right guys, I think these got enough color on them. I don't wanna cook them to mush, right? So this is going in the oven on a keep warm setting, right? That's what they look like, guys. Guys, we're gonna work on our Dijon sauce here, right? We got our butter down. And we got our avocado oil. So we just set the pan, we just started heating the pan up, so we don't want to burn the butter. That was just a mistake we did last time. We already had the pan too hot. All right, and then we're gonna go in with our mushrooms. All right, and then we're gonna hit it with a little bit of salt just to bring out the moisture. And guys, we're gonna cook these down until they're brown. All right, guys, we're gonna get in here and flip some of these over. Look at the color on that. Look at that. All right, we're gonna flip these over. All right, so I'm gonna give them another minute or two on this side, and then our pan is now seasoned with mushroom, right? Great, beautiful. All right, guys, let's take a quick look. It's been like a minute, if that. All right, these got enough color on this side. So I'm gonna pull these out, all right, and we put them in, just put them in the pan. We're gonna put it on the side. Our pan is really starting to smoke up, so I turned our flame all the way down, just so you know. And I'm going in with a little bit of avocado oil. And then we're going in with our onions. You guys, we're gonna brown these onions down. All right, guys, our onions are like right about where I like them, right? Okay. So now we're gonna go in with a little bit of garlic. So I'm just putting a little bit of avocado oil and now garlic. And guys, I have better than bouillon, right? It's our chicken stock. So there's better than bouillon and water as our chicken stock. So we got that ready to go as soon as we can smell this garlic. And guys, that is almost right about now. Just so I can measure it out, we're gonna go a half a cup. We're gonna do a half a cup, and we're just gonna let all these flavors here that's in this pot right now come together. So don't forget, this better than bouillon has a lot of salt in it. It's very salty, so we're not gonna put any salt in this until we're ready to taste. But we are gonna go in with some black pepper, cracked black pepper, fresh, right? Give this a nice spin. All right, guys, so now I'm gonna go in with about 1/3 of a cup of heavy cream. And we're gonna let this reduce a little bit. And then we're gonna put our mushrooms back. All right, guys, I'm gonna taste this real quick just to see what it tastes like. Let's see, we do coat of the spoon. Guys, this tastes pretty good. I like it just where it is. I'm shutting this off. And this is gonna go on the side. So now we're gonna work on our pork. So I'm just gonna cover this up. Guys, I almost forgot. We got our Dijon mustard. We turn this down a little bit. We're gonna go in with about 1 tablespoon. Give that a spin. That's what was missing, guys. Now this is thickened up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna leave this like this, right? And when we get ready to put our pork in here, I'll come back and I'll loosen this up and I'll give it a taste. So turning the pan off, covering this up. Now we work on our pork. All right, so our meat is already marinated, right? Now we do have to get rid of some of this silver skin. So I'm just gonna go up underneath it. Down here on one side. We can kind of ride it across, guys. Have any more? I do have 2 of these, because I don't think one is going to be enough, but I'm going to cut them like this. I'm just going to say they're 2 fingers. Right? Yeah, because I can probably eat 3 of these myself. Yeah, I'm going to cook the other one, cut up the other one. All right, guys, so our pan is starting to smoke, and I got this Wagyu beef tallow, right? I'm just gonna hit our pan with this. I see stuff like this in the store, guys. I gotta buy it. I'm addicted to new things, right? Give that a few seconds to heat up. And then we're gonna go down with our pork medallions, right? Guys, I'm not gonna hit these with salt or anything at all. Just gonna go down. I'm gonna give these smaller pieces a minute before we put them on, because the bigger pieces is gonna take a little bit longer to cook. All right, now I'm gonna go down with our smaller pieces. I don't want to crowd the pan too much. And this is the last one. All right, let's take a peek at one. Comes right up. I need more color than that, guys, right? We're gonna leave them alone. Now we know we might have hot spots in this pan, so let's just check around. Yeah, we need more. We need more. All right, guys, let's take a quick look again. It's been about a minute or so since we checked. Now, I'm gonna go down with some avocado oil. Get some of that avocado oil underneath here. A little more avocado oil. Alright guys, we're not going to put these in the oven. We're just going to go ahead and continue to cook them. I'm going to flip these over one more time. $160, guys, look how fast it goes. $140. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull these off the fire and I'm going to set them to the side. Alright guys, so now we need to reconstitute our sauce here. So I got our pan on medium and I'm going to go in with some little bit of chicken stock. And we're going to bring this up. Now I'm going in with just maybe a little bit more chicken stock. And we're going to bring this up to heat. Let's see if we need some more cream, guys. Alright guys, this is starting to bubble. Let's give this a taste for salt. Guys, I think it's perfect, right? But you know what? Just a little bit of salt. Just that little kick over the top. Not too much now. Just that much, guys. Just that much. We want to flavor it, not salt it, right? Now, don't taste it right away. We're going to give it just a minute or two for that salt to dissolve and get incorporated, right? And then you'll say it's not salty, and then you'll put more salt, and then guess what? It's too salty. Alright guys, it's been almost a minute. Let's give this a taste. We're right there, guys. So, we're going to add a little bit more flavor by putting our pork medallions in, right? Alright guys, it's time to plate this baby up. And then we got our pork, the star of the show, right guys? I'm going to take this piece because here it's nice and dramatic, right? Another one. One more piece. Alright guys, then we're going to go on top with our little bit of our sauce, right? Guys, and that's our plate. That's dinner. Alright guys, and that's our plate. That's dinner, right? Look at that. Let's give this a taste. I'm going to go with the meat first. And that's what our cook looks like, guys. We're going to give this a nice taste with some sauce. Look at that. Guys, this came out good. The marinade they put on it, you can definitely taste it through. Let's try some of these potatoes, right? The one you say, how good could canned potatoes be, right? Let's take a look at that. Guys, it's perfect. Quick, easy potatoes, right? Go with some asparagus. Guys, like, subscribe. This was an easy one. Now, we made a lot of dishes, right? Because we cooked a lot of dishes, but guys, like and subscribe. Everyday cooking, Dad, cooking every single day. Take a look at some of these other recipes and let's get cooking.